How's it going, boys? We're back. And before we get started, subscribe, like, share. Definitely subscribe. Definitely like. Definitely share. Like I tell you guys, I'm going to keep on telling you guys. I talk about a lot of cool shit. So, help me run my numbers up. And today, boys, we're going to be talking about the market. Shout out my investor bros. What's up? So I wanted to, do a little rundown. I'm not bringing in news. I'm not telling you guys anything you guys haven't heard. This is more or less like my take on where we're at, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this market. We are still super bearish. There's nothing, nothing has changed, which honestly, this is like my haven. Like, I love the bearish market when it comes to this Pokemon stuff, especially right now where I can find stuff so cheap, and I love Pokemon, so it's not hurting me not one single bit to go out there and buy it. It's making me really happy. If anything, you guys should kind of be on the same boat. But let me break it down a little bit to you guys. So overall, this bearish market that we're in, I don't think is organic. But what I mean by that is that it's not low because the product sucks. These products aren't selling so cheap because they suck or because of whatever. Honestly, I think this was almost like a self-inflicted wound or like almost sabotage from Pokemon. They just flooded all these LGSs, all these small online shops, flooded them with product right before Christmas, which honestly was probably their plan the whole time, just because they probably had this all planned out before anybody knew. They just kind of wanted to, cover their asses first for real quick on the celebration stuff. They knew they were going to release all this stuff, and I wonder if they kind of planned this. Either way, they flooded all the LGSs with wave 2 and 3 of certain sets, the first wave of Fusion Strike all at once. That I don't think is organic because the product sucked. I think it's disorganic because it was created by getting flooded by so much product. And LGSs and small online shops being scared because they are sitting there looking at 20 cases, 30 cases of product, and they're sitting there going like, holy shit, what are we going to do? And the easiest answer is mark down the product and sell it for cheap to try to get it, going. So that's why I don't think it's organic. Because as far as the sets, they are really good sets. These are the kind of sets that you go back 5 years from now and you remember. These are the kind of sets that you literally you talk about for the next few years. Main example, Evolving Skies. Evolving Skies right now is sitting around $100 a booster box. If you can find it for $100, that's a really good price. Honestly, I can't predict the future. If I could, I would tell you. But as far as my personal opinion, I don't think it's gonna go any further than $90, and that's at worst somebody freaking out, being scared, selling it, you know what I'm saying, after wave 3 of this thing. As of right now, I know for a fact we've gotten wave 2, and we've gotten of course the first wave, second wave, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have gotten their third. Is the reason why I've seen a lot of places selling it for $100, because in all reality, that is such an amazing set. 4 years from now, there's no way, this is just me pulling stuff out of my ass, but there's no way that Evolving Skies 3 years from now is in the $300 product. There's absolutely no way. From the Rayquaza to the Evolutions, there's no way it doesn't do those numbers 3 years from now. But that's just, like I said, I'm not a professional and I can't predict the future. That's just kind of how I feel. And then, like I said, to wrap up Evolving Skies, if you can find it for $100, I think that's a sweet deal. If you can find a case for around $580 shipped, remember, that's definitely a good deal. You can go on these websites like Safari, Collector's Cash, and they do sometimes match that price, but they always do that $10 shipping fee, which I don't like. Usually like to shop from smaller shops that give you free shipping after 200 or 150. But that's just my own personal little tidbit there. If you guys are interested in buying cases and stuff like that, definitely go to the smaller shops. But overall, Evolving Skies at $100, I think that's really solid. If you guys can find it. Battle styles, nothing major, nothing crazy. It's still sitting at $80. I think even after a couple months, it's gonna be still at $80. Even after it goes out of stock and everything everywhere, even then I think it's only gonna hit about 100. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say this too. I think as soon as the out of stock button hits on Evolving Skies, it's going to jump back up to 125 all day. There's no way it's not. 130 easy. It's just one of those sets. It's one of those undeniable sets. And I've told you guys before, when something's undeniable, it's undeniable. Basically, exactly what it sounds like. But what's it called? Battle Styles is definitely not gonna go do crazy numbers. If anything, like I said, when it goes out of stock or whatever, you know, out of print may mean, it might go up to 100. I don't think it's gonna do anything crazy. At least for like the next year, at least. 3 years, who knows? It might go up to 160. I'm not sure. Can't predict the future, but that's what it kind of looks like. Chillin' Rain is another one that's kind of weird because I honestly, that's one of the biggest examples on the market being wrong in this one. Shout out Rudy. I just think LGS's online shops got flooded so much with so much stuff with the second and third wave of Chillin' Rain that they got scared, and right now they're flash selling it for I think I've seen it at the lowest $85 a booster box plus shipping. If you buy a case, you can probably find it for $5.50 everywhere. But that's probably why, like I said, doing is due to that like unorganic like random supply. That's one of those sets that I just honestly believe that once it does hit that out of stock, it's gonna be clean $110 product. There's no way that Chillin' Rain made it down to 85 unorganically. It's not one of those sets. It has too many good cars, too many good chases in there that it's not going to stay down there. Especially like from the Blaziken to the birds to the horses and even Golden Snorlax. There's just too many chases in there for it to stay that low. Now on to Fusion Strike. So Fusion Strike, of course, there's no way the second wave is out. I don't believe if anybody does have a second wave that they already have it. If anything, everybody's still probably selling off that first wave, which is pretty cool. And it's sitting around, you can find it pretty much everywhere for around $90 to $100 a booster box to about $550, $570 a booster case. Talking about Fusion Strike, I literally found a case for like $550 and I was like, bet, I'm gonna snag it. It's actually from Safari Zone, and I just told you guys not to get from Safari Zone, but it was $550 plus that $10 shipping that they charge no matter how much you buy. It was still $560 total after that, and like the next cheapest price I could find was probably like $560 shipped from like a sketchier site. So I was like, you know what, whatever, it costs the same. One has free shipping, one doesn't, but it costs the same. I'm just go with the people that I've already bought for and already have an account with. Even though that shop app is like making things so easy just to like click and ship. But yeah, if you can find a case for about $90 a booster box to $550, $560 a case, that's honestly a good deal. That one's just way too new for me to make any predictions on it. If anything, it's a new set and a Gengar or pack art. So that might mean something a couple months from now. For sure, 5 years from now, there's no way Fusion Strike doesn't make any money or doesn't go any higher. Just for those two plain simples. It's a Mew set, has a whole bunch of good alternate arts in it, and the Gengar pack art. There's a lot of Gengar collectors. Just like Charizard collectors, there's a lot of Gengar collectors. So that in itself, I think that's the reason it's gonna go up, just like with like the Quaz and Umbreon and the Evolving Skies. But overall, that's kind of where the market's at. Still pretty bearish. Like I said, my own personal opinion is very unorganically bearish. Just because so much stuff got flooded at once. If things would have been trickled down and the actual wave processed the right way, everything would have stayed at $100, casually. But it didn't. It is what it is. It happens. Hopefully, Pokemon learns from their mistake, if they even realize that they made a mistake. And then hopefully distribution kind of, figures that out too. And then once they, everything kind of, starts firing at the right cylinders, honestly, Pokemon is just too successful to fail, if that makes any sense. And all these sets are going to go down in history. I try to tell a lot of people that nostalgia is a weird thing. Right now, everybody wants to talk about that, or, you know, WotC nostalgia, but eventually, 4 years from now, 3 years from now, there's going to be nostalgia for opening up these alternate art sets, and people are going to have nostalgia and want to open these. I recently saw a video with Rudy, shout out Rudy, I already shut him out, basically saying that right now, in the super bearish market where everything is down to $80, is where a lot of people are going to make a lot of money. Well, only a couple people are going to make a lot of money. People aren't going to realize how good these sets are until they go back up to 120, 110. But it's going to be that famous out-of-stock sticker, out-of-stock stamp, and a whole bunch of sites where you could have gotten cheaper before. Don't miss out. If you guys do have the capital, have that extra bread, have your bills caught up, Christmas, you know, everything. You guys have everything caught up, got your shit together. Definitely invest if you are looking to invest and expand your portfolio on some other stuff, because sometimes invisible stocks and cryptos just doesn't make sense. I definitely recommend Pokemon. Me personally, I love the game. I'm not gonna, you know, even if this stuff goes to 70, which honestly I don't think it's ever gonna go to 0. I don't think that's actually an actual thing. I don't think this stuff is ever gonna be worthless. But if it goes down to 70, it won't hurt me because I still like the product. And if anything, if it goes down to 70, I'm going to open some and just say, hey, fuck it. I know I'm going to have fun opening this. But that's my own personal opinion on all that stuff. I'm not a financial advisor by no means, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on what the market's looking like in December 2021. Yeah, and then that's honestly about it. This is gonna be my last pack out of this booster box. Overall, let me show you guys the pulls real quick. This booster box, of course, I had maybe about 10 hollows on top of this. No, not even 10. It was probably like 6. Yeah, it was like 6 hollows. Let me check. Yeah, 6 hollows, and then I got Inteleon, Mew, Chandelure, Bolton V. Oh, I got the VMAX V, Hoopa Full Art. Honestly, this Hoopa Full Art, I think there's so many because it's the only one available in the set. So I wonder if they just threw these extra so people can make sure they get it. Dancer, and then Elixir Sparkle was kind of like the banger of the box. But this is the last pack of it. I'm honestly, after all those pulls, I'm not expecting anything crazy, but you guys know I'm selfish as hell, so of course everybody is. So of course I would love it if I could get something awesome. But once again, I'm not expecting anything because I've already pulled so much. I hope at least it's not a hollow, because dude, a hollow would just hurt. I hate getting hollow sometimes because I'm like, dude, you could have been anything and you decided to be this. Hey, a gold card. And I dropped it. Wow, this box is stacked. I'm not gonna lie, boys. This box was stacked. It wasn't the alternate, but it was stacked. And the best part, I actually got this box for like 80 bucks from Justin. So 80 bucks and I pulled all that. That's basically like broke even. I'll do the math later. I'll let you guys know if I did. But boys, that's beautiful. Pulling gold. But on that note, boys, comment down below if you guys are investing in Pokemon. Comment down below if you guys think I'm crazy. With all that being said, we gone.